I'm Ryan Armerschmaker, and this is another Tuesday Tidbit presented by the Regroup Advisors. So today's topic is about something that everybody's aware of. All business owners have heard of this, but very few know how to properly utilize it. It's called Google. Yeah, you've probably heard of it. It's not a fad. It's not going away. If anything, it's becoming a more and more important piece of your business here as time goes on. So it's hard to kind of cover in a 2-minute tidbit or 3-minute tidbit exactly everything that you need with your Google listing, but I'm going to kind of do my best to bullet point it here for you to give you some things to think about to help get you where you need to be with your Google listing. So let's just start with the most basic. Make sure your contact information is correct. So is your business name spelled out perfectly, no typos, address, phone number, website, all those key basic contact points for your business. Make sure everything is perfect. One little typo can throw everything out of whack in terms of where you're listed everywhere on the internet. So number 2 is to make sure your logo is on there and any other photos. Just make it visually appealing so it kind of stands out and catches people's eyes. Number 3 is probably the most important piece of this, and that is generating reviews for your business. So, think about it this way. You're probably not going to refer people over to a business that you don't really know anything about, you've never worked with, you're not familiar with them. Well, Google's the same way, even though it's not necessarily human beings that are determining where you show up in Google search. It's all through their algorithms. So if you don't have any reviews, it's hard for them to put you up near the top in Google search and put you out in front of people if they don't really know anything about you. So it's important to ask customers to review your business and also respond to them quickly. Part of how Google grades you is how quickly you respond to those reviews. So it's very easy to just send people a link to leave a Google review, and it does make a big difference. They've kind of set the standard at 5 reviews minimum to give you the best chance of showing up on the first page of Google search. Number 4 on the list, I would say, is load your listing up with as much information as you possibly can about what you do. So what services do you provide? What locations do you provide them in? And there's a question and answer feature. Don't wait for people to go on there and ask you questions that you can answer. That's probably not going to happen. But if you can load it up with typical questions that you receive and providing those answers, again, those are the sorts of things that is going to help you get a higher Google grade. It's going to show you higher in search the more information that you put on there. And then lastly, once you have everything loaded on there just the way you want it, that perfectly shows what your business does, the next step is to keep it fresh and keep it updated. So a lot of people don't know this piece of it, and is you can post on your Google listings similarly to what you do on any of your other social medias. It'll show up at the bottom of your Google listings. It could even be an article that you saw out there that you wanted to share with people. Google loves it when you educate people and teach them about what you do. So continue to populate your Google listing. The more information and the more content you put out there, the better chance you have of showing up high in Google search. And hopefully you learned a little bit about Google here today, because guess what? It's not going away. So make sure no matter what business you have, no matter what you're selling, your presence in Google is extremely important as a way to connect with people. So make sure it's just the way you want it to be. That's another Tuesday Tidbit presented by the Regroup Advisors, and we look forward to chatting with you soon.
If you've enjoyed this episode of Business Plain and Simple Tuesday Tidbits by Regroup Advisors and don't want to miss future topics, well, like and follow us wherever you get your podcast. Interested in learning how Regroup Advisors can help your company? Contact us at info@regroupadvisors.com or online at regroupadvisors.com.